All right, guys, I think it's like day number 4 or 5 here in Cyprus. I have had such a great time in Pathos. I would definitely come back here. It's really been one of my favorite countries. I did not expect to love Cyprus like this, but I'm going to continue to head up today. We're going to, I think it's called the Edro III shipwreck. I looked on Google reviews and a lot of people said that this shipwreck wasn't really anything that interesting to go see, but there's a lot of cute little like shops and eateries. I think it's kind of like Pathos where there's like a little shopping center around it, and it might have some fun things to go do and see. It's only a 30-minute drive north from Pathos, so I thought we would head north today. I don't know where I'm going to end up tonight. I'm crossing my fingers that I can end up in Mount Olympus. There's a cute little place that I wanted to stay in Mount Olympus, but I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way there, because if I go north and then go back to Mount Olympus, it's going to be like a 3-hour drive, and I don't know if I'm going to drive that much today, but we will see. Oh, you guys, look at this beautiful crystal clear water. It's so blue. So excited to get to this beach on the west side. Look at how nice the infrastructure is. No trash. There's little flowers everywhere. It's so beautiful. I forgot there's also, I think, water baths in a gorge up here as well that you can go to. Oh, you guys, the air, it smells salty. This is like such a serene little place to come visit. And I know that they said the shipwreck wasn't that cool, but it's kind of cool to come see. There it is. The water is so blue, it's so pretty. Wow, look at the coral. This is nice. There are all of these beautiful villas right next to the beach, and I keep seeing British people come out and like mow their lawns or like trim their bushes. You can tell they're British too. Like, British people have a certain look to them, right? And I was wondering where all the British people went, because they certainly aren't in London. They're not in Birmingham. And I think I found all of them. They're here in Cyprus. Guys, we are at Agios Gorgios Beach. I know I'm butchering that, you guys, but there's this cute little Greek Orthodox church. It looks like there's even tour buses that come here. Looks like a tour bus. And we're just gonna get out and explore along the beach. I'm super excited. It looks like they're doing construction here, which is a good thing. And yeah, we're gonna go look at the pretty water. Coming up to White River Beach, and look at all these pretty flowers. Like, I wonder who maintains this. Is this like a private, it must be a private residency, right? I don't think the country of Cyprus or like the municipal or city or whatever would maintain this. Yeah, I think it's just the people who live in the home. But yeah, everything's just so beautiful here. Everybody takes such good care of their homes. It's really nice. Okay, now we're going on to a dirt road. We are almost to this White River Beach. Hopefully there's parking here. And there actually is a river that flows out of this this beach, but I think it might be all the way over there. Maybe? Yeah, I think that's where the river starts. But yeah, the river, it doesn't go all the way through Cyprus, but it goes pretty far into a town nearby. So nice. There's almost nobody here. It's like perfect. I wonder what that food truck is selling. Is that a food truck? No, that's just somebody camping. Oops. Because I was right, it was a food truck. This is a Burger Grill for takeaway. I'm gonna skip that this time though. I want to get over to this hiking trail. There's a hiking trail that you can go up to, but it's about a 7-minute drive away. The road gets, it's not paved anymore. You get into it like a dirt road when you get to this area. But the nature is super, super pretty here. Hoping that the hiking trail is worth it. I stopped at this David's Doner kebab place. They have a David's coffee house, but their coffee wasn't working. I think this is the only place in the entire world I've ever seen a pork kebab. I'm sure that they have them in Greece too, but I've just never seen them. When I was in Greece in 2018, I didn't see any pork anything there, to be honest. Wow, that is so fresh and so good, you guys. That pita bread on the outside was good. The food here in Cyprus is just so good. This is a 10 out of 10. So delicious. Guys, I'm so impressed with Cyprus. If you didn't have a rental car or if you weren't on a tour, the bus actually comes out to the baths of Aphrodite, and you could still get here via public bus. Wow. Gosh, you guys, I love this. They have little plaques next to everything that tell you what every plant, tree, everything is. And listen to all the insects. This is so cool. Oh, some of these plants are actually threatened with extinction, it looks like. That's interesting. It's because of overgrazing, forest fires, all kinds of reasons why some of the plants are becoming extinct. Look at these plants too. Look at that. Isn't that such an interesting looking plant? Oh, it's called the strawberry tree. Huh. This is called the Cyprus Jerusalem sage. The Cyprus tulip. Wow. This is really interesting. And it's free to come here. It's even gated, but you go through the gate and you don't pay anything. And a bus comes here too, if you want to take a public bus. This is really exceptional. I love Cyprus. I think this Filippo ice cream. I think it's a type of brand of ice cream here. I just tried it and it was really good. I got the cherry sorbet. All right, well that was it for the baths of Aphrodite. That was a cool little thing to go see. But right now I think I'm gonna head around to North Cyprus and then come back down to Mount Olympus. I think we have enough time. All right, guys, we are headed all the way up north to, I think it's pronounced Pyrgos? I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but it's all the way in North Cyprus on the border with North Cyprus. By the way, just to throw it out there too, the only country that actually recognizes North Cyprus as an independent nation is Turkey. That's why when you look for North Cyprus, Turkey comes up and people just say it belongs to Turkey, even though really it's an independent, it's like an independent territory, I guess. Another thing to notate, and this is just speculation, I'm gonna add I'll say it, but allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly a lot of criminals live in North Cyprus because it's kind of like an unmapped territory, right? So anyways, we're gonna go up to North Cyprus. We'll cross the border. I'm a little bit nervous too because my car isn't insured in North Cyprus, and I've heard not so nice things about North Cyprus as well. Ooh, look at this beach, you guys. Man, Cyprus is just so nice. I don't know what makes it so nice too. I guess it's just the convenience mixed with the cleanliness. I think it's just it's so convenient here. There's all kinds of little stores and shops and restaurants everywhere. And not all islands are like this, you guys. Sometimes you get to an island and there's like no food for like, you know, miles. You're driving around and there's like nothing. So this is just so nice. It's just it's so relaxed, and yeah, it's just such a nice place. I'm just like so blown away with how developed and nice the infrastructure is. It's fantastic. And they even have Patty. Man, if I come back here, I would get Patty certified. I'm still not Patty certified, but I'd love to do that. I wish I had a little bit more time. I have to get to Abu Dhabi though and get my Afghanistan visa, so I don't have unlimited time here, but I have extra time that I thought I wasn't gonna have. So, oh man, this is just such a nice drive. Look at how many tourist shops they have. They have so much infrastructure everywhere. It's so nice. And you never see this on islands, particularly islands. They even kind of stereotype islands and say, you know, if you're on island time, it's because you're late or you're lazy or, you know, something's not working. And trust me, I have been to so many of those islands where they don't build anything. There's just not anything going on, and they blame it on the weather. They say it's because the weather is humid, and a lot of people don't want to work in the humidity. They say it slows people down, which is kind of understandable, right? Like even if you go to the Galapagos Islands, for example, right? It's super humid there, and it's not very developed. But this one, it's hot, it's humid here. It has all the same aspects that you would see at other islands, but look how nice it is. It's like a little paradise here. It's so amazing. Look at this. They have little cabanas, like little chairs that you can go out and sit on, and they're just open. Like anybody can just go out and sit on the chair. You don't even have to buy anything. It's not even part of a hotel. That's just a chair that they have out on the beach that you can go sit under. I can't even tell you guys how rare that is. Maybe you guys live in Cyprus and you're like, yeah, what's the big deal? Who cares? It's a chair on the beach. But you guys would be surprised how rare it is to see open like beach chairs like that, where you don't have to like go buy drinks or, you know, be a member of a hotel or, you know, whatever the case is. That's really nice. This is so cool. And I mean, we can't really ignore the elephant in the room, right? Like, you know, Cyprus, it was colonized by the British. There's a lot of British people still here in Cyprus, and there's a lot of Greek people here in Cyprus, and the population really makes up the country, right? The country's not just made of, you know, the government or the weather. You know, it's more than that. So the population, I mean, they do such a good job at keeping it really beautiful here in Cyprus, but it kind of makes me sad because there's so many islands in the Caribbean that were colonized by the British, and you can see the remains. You can still go there today. I have videos of all of them because I've been to all of these islands in the South Pacific and in the Caribbean. I have a video for basically every single island, and you can go back and look through the islands and look at the infrastructure, and it's completely torn down. It hasn't been maintained at all, but it really sucks because all of those places could be just like this. They could be just as nice as you know, Cyprus is this place, but it's impossible. You know, if you don't maintain anything, of course, you know, it's going to fall apart and be a disaster in 10, 20, 30 years. So yeah, and unfortunately all of those nice islands that they had in the 60s and 70s, they're basically gone now. But this one is still nice. And look at the farming that they do. Look at this, you guys. This is amazing. I've never seen this, only on islands, like only in like New Zealand do you see farms like this. I'm trying to think of any other islands where I've seen farming like this. This is like so amazing to come see this. It's just, I don't know, little aspects I don't think a lot of people would really notice. They'd probably come here and they'd be like, what are you talking about? Who cares? It's a farm. But you guys, farming on islands, that's a rarity. That doesn't happen a lot. That's really special. Yeah, this is so cool. Alright guys, we made it all the way up north. We're almost all the way up north to the shoreline. And this is the Pathos forest. There's a cute little forest area that you can drive through, nice paved road. But I will say that it is becoming less and less developed. You see a lot less stores. Obviously this is not the touristy area that most people go to, so we're kind of in the outskirts of Cyprus now. But yeah, we should get to the border of North Cyprus soon, and I'm really curious to see what the border is going to look like. Oh you guys, I just passed a sign that said photography prohibited, and I think we just passed by like some kind of military base or like a prison or something, some kind of government building that we just passed. My phone just lost all internet connection, you guys. I don't know if it's just because we're so far into the forest or what, but I have like no internet at all anymore. First, look at this, you guys. There's nothing out here. We start to go to the northern part of Cyprus and there's literally nothing. Just abandoned buildings with graffiti. No stores, no shops, no coffee, no anything. Now we're in no man's land. Ah, you guys, we actually got to a little bit of civilization. All right. Looks like we're passing a small town here. Yeah, this is what I'm used to when you have to drive like 500 kilometers. You drive a long ways just to get to like, you know, a little cafe or something on an island. This is the typical island experience. And it looks like North Cyprus is probably gonna be just that. But we are passing through I think maybe one of the last towns. I'm almost thinking maybe I should stop and get like a coffee or something before we go on. Although I did just get an iced coffee, but you know, there's always time for iced coffee. There's never a bad time for iced coffee. So yeah, this is kind of the last, I'm worried that this might be the last little point of civilization before we head into North Cyprus. I'm really curious to see what North Cyprus is gonna look like. All right guys, we made it to Kato. Pregos? I have no idea how to say it, you guys. It's such a small little town. It's really just like a bump in the road. I mean, there's a couple people here, but it's like one of those towns that you drive through and the residents are like outside their doors, like hanging out, looking at the cars driving by because there's just nothing else to do. It's one of those towns. There's just not a lot here, you guys. Gas station. I don't need gas though. Wow, look at that. That's an interesting gas station. Somebody's home. Interesting. That's right behind a gas station. That's kind of, I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. But we are here, you guys. This is, I think this is the most northern town in Cyprus, and we're about to drive through the border, you guys. I'm really curious to see if there's actually a border here. Okay, guys, so we just went through the Cyprus checkpoint. Not a big deal at all. They just checked the passport. He said there's another checkpoint up here for Turkey. So he called it the Turkey checkpoint. Again, most people consider this to be part of Turkey because Turkey is the only country that recognizes North Cyprus. So I think we're going to have another checkpoint up here. And then he said that I need to purchase insurance for the vehicle when I get to North Turkey. I don't know if they're going to ask me to pay when I get to North Turkey. I'm sorry. When I get to North Cyprus. I don't know if they're going to ask me to pay for insurance when I get up here or not. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, this did not go how I thought it would. Hold on, I'll tell you what again. Okay, this is good information. The rental car company did not tell me any of this, you guys. When you pass into North Cyprus, you have to pay for separate insurance, right? Okay, it's totally fine. I went to go pay for the insurance. They don't accept a credit card. They only accept euros. And they said, oh yeah, we can take USD. And then he pulled out his calculator and wanted to charge me double USD. So instead of 20 euros, he was trying to charge me like 40 USD, which is not the conversion rate. And I always have, I have an app with the conversions on my phone, so I always know exactly how much it is. And the guy was just, I think he was just trying to pocket some extra cash. So that was a fail. That was a total fail, you guys. I'm just gonna go all the way back and I'm gonna try again. Okay, actually, you guys, I found an ATM not too far away. It's back in that Kato Pyrgos town, however you say it. So we'll get the 20 not the 20 USD, the 20 euros. We're gonna get the 20 euros, and then we'll try again. We're gonna go back and try again because I don't want to drive like another 2 hours south and then have to, you know, go around. So let's try one more time. All right, guys, we are officially in North Cyprus. We got our euros, we got our insurance, we are here. I haven't even spent any time here and I'm already excited to go back to normal Cyprus. There's nothing here, you guys. There's just some abandoned buildings. You guys, I have no internet at all. Like none. The tourists are gone, you guys. There's like no tourists around here at all. It's only local people, and I mean, you can tell that they're local, like they look like Turks. They don't look Greek at all. I feel the exact same way I did when I went to the Balkans. When you go to the Balkans and you cross from like Croatia to, you know, like Albania, you see this stark difference when you cross the border. It goes from developed to developing really, really quickly, and it's always shocking. You never, I mean, I don't think you ever get past the shock of seeing, wow, this car doesn't even have, half the car's like missing, you guys. The hood was like gone off of that car. You never really get past the shock of like just all of a sudden being immersed in a developing country. It's always a weird feeling. This isn't even a full country. I think this is like a territory, but it's, yeah, it's crazy, the difference. Wow. Turkish flags are everywhere. And there's the mosque, you guys. There's just garbage everywhere. It lines the streets. Garbage, 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 garbage. It's filthy. Graffiti everywhere. Buildings are torn up. Cars are torn up. It's really kind of sad, to be honest, but I mean, this is life, you know, this is the reality. Want to go back to Cyprus and spend the night near Mount Olympus, but I don't know if I'm gonna have to repurchase car insurance because I also want to go to the capital of North Cyprus, and I don't know if they're gonna make me repurchase if I go to normal Cyprus, and then go back to North Cyprus. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I'm gonna try to go down to the border again and go to Mount Olympus, but I'm gonna ask first and see if I'm gonna have to repurchase car insurance. And if I do have to repurchase car insurance, I think I'm just going to stay in North Cyprus. All right, guys, we spent a full 45 minutes in North Cyprus. Now it's time to go back. Up to the border again. Yay! Okay, good news, you guys. I don't have to repurchase car insurance. I can go back and forth as many times as I want to over the next 3 days, and my car insurance is valid, and I don't have to repurchase it. So that's great. I'm gonna try not to butcher it. Padulas? Welcome to Padulas. All right, guys, we're almost to the highest point at Mount Olympus, and I think there's a viewpoint once you get to the very top. There's also some hiking trails that you can go up and down. I might stop and do some hiking. I didn't get my hotel room last night. I stayed at this place called the Crystal Palace Hotel. To be honest, it looked better from the pictures. I booked on Airbnb, and once I got there, it was very clean, but it needs to be renovated. Like, you know, there was no AC in the building. You don't really need AC because we're so high up in the mountains. It's cool here, but yeah, it wasn't the greatest day. It wasn't the worst either, though. It was still nice, but I don't think I would go back there. Okay, guys, it says that this place has been open since 1953. Oh, this latte is so good. They make coffee so good here. That's delicious. And then I also got one of these little brownie things. And you guys, I literally didn't have time to like brush my hair this morning. So the maid like walked in the room like early because I think they wanted me to like check out early, which is fine. But they should just make their checkout time earlier instead of like at the time when their checkout is. So they like, I don't know, they like opened the door like while I was sleeping, and then you know, like freaked me out. So then I like got ready really quickly and I left. And I didn't have time to like brush my hair and like do my makeup and stuff. So that kind of sucks, but that's okay. And then I got one of these things. This is some kind of brownie dessert that they had at this place. The other thing that they have here that's so good, that this is just in Cyprus, not at this particular store, but they have olive pies where they put like the black olives, they mince them up and put them into like a baked pie. And oh my gosh, they're so good, you guys. This thing has some kind of lemon in it. I think it's lemon. It has like a mousse, some kind of like mousse, a lemon, and a brownie. It has like all these components all in one. I'm really hoping that it's like amazing. That is. Wow. I would have never thought that all of those flavors and textures would go well together, but this is so good, you guys. They give you like a little bit of caramel too, or caramel, however everyone likes to say it. This is really good. All of these flavors. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is delicious. I'm going to keep driving. I have about like an hour left until we're in North Cyprus, but we'll keep driving north, and we're going to compare the two as well, because the capital, it's also next to a city in the north of normal Cyprus, just Cyprus, as I like to call it. So we'll get to kind of compare the two before we cross the border. You know, sometimes yeah, we'll get to compare the two. So we'll see both sides once we get up there. And yeah. All right, guys. So we are actually up in Nicosia right now, but we're still on the Cyprus side. We're not on the Turkey side yet. It's still looking really, really nice. All kinds of nice buildings, very clean. You see the Greek flags. The people have drastically changed here on the northern side. They are no longer Greek. You're getting a mixture of a little bit of everybody. It looks like you still have a couple tourists here, but yeah, it's mostly people coming from North Cyprus. It's a totally different look. The people look completely different here than they did over in Pathos. So yeah, completely different place. I'm gonna try to find some parking, and then we're going to go out and explore this little town center. It's kind of a walkable area. It has some like coffee shops and things that you can go see. So I'm just finding some parking right now, and then we'll go out and then walk around. You can tell that people are flying into North Cyprus and the North Cyprus airport, and then they're crossing the border to come to Cyprus, because a lot of the people here right on the border, they don't even look Turkish. They don't look like they might be from Muslim community and Islamic community. A lot of them actually, they have a very unique look. I mean, there's people coming from literally all over the world. You can see here. A lot of people, it looks like they're from India, maybe. Of course, there are a lot of Muslims in India and Africa, but there's quite a lot of Africans and Muslims in this area. I'm actually kind of shocked at the difference. The difference is it's quite clear. I mean, you go to South Cyprus and everybody there was a British expat, and now here nobody is a British expat. It's like day and night. Remember, you guys, we're not actually in North Cyprus. We're not actually in Turkey yet. We're still in Cyprus, but we're just on the border. And the border here in the northern part of Cyprus is completely different than Paphos and the southern region. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get out, and we're actually going to cross by foot into North Cyprus at the Lomaki crossing meeting point. We're gonna go back and forth. We'll park here. I don't want to bring my car this time. And actually, if you guys were here and you just wanted to see North Cyprus, but you didn't want to pay for the insurance, you could come here to Nicosia, and then you could just walk back and forth at the crossing point. I want to see what they ask me for, and I want to see how easy it is to cross by foot. Because clearly all these people who are up here, it looks like they've crossed by foot. You can tell that they're here. They don't have a car with them. They're just walking back and forth. So maybe they're coming over to buy things. Who knows? But yeah, let's go see how easy this crossing point or this meeting point is to go through. Holy moly. It's like we're in another completely different world.
This is awful, you guys. It smells like cigarette smoke everywhere. There's garbage. The stores are closed down. There's graffiti all over the walls. No more cute clothing shops. I think this store is selling hijabs. There is a Starbucks around the corner. I'm gonna go to the Starbucks to use the restroom, but man, this is rough. I can always tell you that you're in a bad part when the Starbucks have the bathroom codes.
I got one of the creme brulee ice shaken espressos. I don't know if we even have these in the United States. I haven't been to the US in like 3 or 4 months. It's really good. This kind of reminds me of the Tijuana-San Diego border crossing. Even when you get on the San Diego side, it still looks like you're in Mexico, but the infrastructure is a lot better. We're only 4 minutes away from the border crossing.
This is it, you guys. Just a little stand. Let's go. All right, that took all of maybe 1 minute, and we're on the North Cyprus side. Wow, this is a world of difference. There's not a lot of people on this side either. Everybody is on the Cyprus side. They're not on the Turkish side. Yeah, it looks like you stepped into the Middle East when you come over here. It looks just like the Middle East, actually. We have some counterfeit Prada, counterfeit Louis Vuitton. When you cross the border, you also see all of these currency exchange places. The official currency in North Cyprus is the Turkish lira. They don't allow people to use euros. You can use euros over here, but it's rare. But it's just so shocking that they actually changed the currency. It's such an inconvenience to everybody. So, yeah. Ooh. The saddest part is that this place could look just like Cyprus. It could look just like Pathos, where we just were. Oh God, this guy's like trying to run over me. It could be just like that. It could be just as nice, but clearly it's not. Holy cow, look at this. Oh. This one is indented, so they tried to drive in this one. Even with the garage door down. There's a mosque and a minaret over there. There's a big old mosque right there. Wow. It really looks like a church. I would bet anything that used to be a church that got converted into a mosque. I might be wrong, but something tells me that's an old cathedral, an old Greek Orthodox church. Look at the windows. That has to have been an old church. Wow. Remember how beautiful it was just a couple days ago when we were in Pathos and Limassol. Not Limassol. Look at this. Ugh. Yeah, this is an old Gothic style cathedral. Man, what a shame. Oh. I'm surprised this bicycle hasn't been stolen yet. I don't think anybody knows how to ride it. Oh man, what an absolute shit show. We're almost to the border crossing. This is the city I never ever have to come back to. Very, very sad. This museum got the European Museum Award, and it's a free museum that you can come in. It gives you the history of Nicosia all the way from the 1880s to the 2020s. It talks about the prominent families that were here that built a lot of the architecture and infrastructure. There's one family in particular with 3 daughters that commissioned a lot of the buildings. They were in politics and, you know, kind of cornerstones of the community back in the 1880s. And this is the Leventis Municipal Museum of Nicosia.
I can definitely tell why that museum got the European Museum Award. It goes through all of Cyprus's history. It has different effects, like visual and auditory effects that you can I gotta lock my doors, hold on. It has different effects like sensory and audio and different things that you can try out. So it was a very, very good museum, and it also goes through the entire, these 2 guys are staring at me. I gotta get out of here. Anyways, it goes through the entire history of Cyprus. So it goes all the way back to like 400 1000 BC. It goes all the way back then, all the way to current day Cyprus. It goes through the British period, the Frankish period. I'm sorry, my mind is just not here. This area is sketchy, you guys. Like this is a 180 from South Cyprus. I had so much fun in South Cyprus, and this is like not, I mean, it is touristy, but like, this is like the worst area. Anyway, that was a really good museum. If you guys are here, that's one of the few gems of the area. You might want to go check out that museum. We're gonna head out to a church that was never finished. I think it's called Agios Mama. Okay, so yes, this church was caught in a fire. It started with a candle, and this is a 9th century church. It was originally a Catholic church during the Frankish period. And then it turned into a Greek Orthodox church, and then sadly it was burned down due to a candle. So this is all that remains of it, but this was one of the very first churches in, I believe this is pronounced Naxos, Cyprus. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but this is all that remains of it now. Archways are still here, a little bit of brick, but wow, 9th century, that is amazing. There are a couple other remains and ruins here, but they're not in exactly the same condition. There's one building over there, but it has graffiti on it, and I don't think I want to drive the rental car all the way over there, just because I don't want to damage anything on the rental car on this dirt road. A couple other remains over here. These look fairly new too. I mean, these aren't like Roman ruins or anything. Okay guys, so I came to check into my like Airbnb/hotel. It's at Antonio G Hotel Apartments, and it's 6 p.m. and they don't have the room ready, so they were like, oh yeah, it'll only be 15 to 20 minutes, like, do you just want to stay here or go eat at the restaurant? And I told them I'd just come back later because
I know that you can't clean a room in 15 to 20 minutes. Like if you do, it's not gonna be like actually clean. So I'm gonna go grab dinner somewhere. For dinner, this has a lot of good reviews online. I think it's Flacho's Tavern. When they brought this out, they called it zucchini and egg, but on the menu it said bone marrow and egg. I don't know if there's bone marrow in here or not, but it's really good either way. Ooh, this is like a Greek lasagna. It has, I think it's called moussaka. This is gonna be so good. It has some, I think it's minced beef inside, and then it has like layers of, I think it's like rice and cheese. It's all kinds of stuff. This is so good. I've had this a couple other times and it's so delicious. Oh, you guys, that meal was so good. It was very rich and filling, but it was like so good. Now I'm just back to like the happy Cyprus that I loved before. But if I were to come back here, I would never go back to the capital of North Cyprus. That was terrifying. I did not like that at all. And it's not even close. It's like a completely different world than normal Cyprus. Like this part of Cyprus is just beautiful and amazing. It's like a little paradise. And then once you go up there, you're like, oh. Okay guys, so I finally got into my hotel room. I think I'm gonna get some sleep for the night and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've been in Cyprus too long. I think I've been here like a week, or maybe like a week and a half. Today's the 23rd. I came on the 17th. How many days is that? Oh man, it's only been like 6 days. Like, yeah, 6 days, I think. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired of Cyprus. I have 2 more days and then I'm gonna go to Abu Dhabi. This is a very nice island. I did like it a lot, but I think I've been here too long. I'm kind of getting tired of it, to be honest. Guys, I haven't had time to film at all today. I've really just been working today. I didn't go out and do what I thought I was going to do. Today when I got to the Airbnb, the bed wasn't made and the maid hadn't come in to clean the Airbnb yet. So I messaged the owner and I was like, hey, it's not a big deal, but like, you know, the bed's not made. I don't think the maid has had a chance to come in. And the owners like freaked out. They came over, they like rushed over with the maid, and the maid didn't speak English. I think she was from like the Philippines. And I told the owners, I'm like, don't be mean to the maid. It's okay if it wasn't cleaned. It's not a big deal. You guys, I stopped. I have no idea how to pronounce this place. No idea at all, but I stopped and got some gyro or some doner. And it looks so good. I'm so excited to try this. So today is really my last full day in Cyprus because I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm flying to Abu Dhabi. Oh, this is so good. And the guy like cut it right off of those big circular meat wheels that they have. So good. Anyway, this is really my last like full day here in Cyprus because tomorrow I go to Abu Dhabi. And I'm considering going all the way up to North Cyprus just to see that area where Barnabas and excuse me, I'm kind of sick, where Barnabas and Paul came in. There are some old Roman ruins there that I could go see. I just honestly don't know if I really want to go all the way up there to see it. I know that sounds crazy because it's like, well, you're in Cyprus, you know, you're only here what, like maybe once or twice in your lifetime, you should go see it, but I'm just not feeling it. It's just because I'm like kind of sick today too, and I'm thinking I might just like chill out, hang out at the Airbnb today. My flight tomorrow is really, really late. It's at like 7 p.m. And I'm kind of worried that my flight might get canceled because, well, I don't know if I probably will upload this video later, but yesterday was the day that Iran launched missiles into US bases in Qatar in response to us blowing up or trying to blow up their nuclear sites. So the airspace was closed yesterday. Yesterday the airspace was closed, and now Israel and Iran are still, you know, they're still fighting, right? So the situation really hasn't changed, even though there's been a ceasefire declared, you know, per Trump. The situation is just kind of it's still the same here in the Middle East, just like it's been for how many decades now, you know? So I don't know if my flight's gonna get canceled to Abu Dhabi. If it does, I'll have extra time here, which would be great, but I might not even make it to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. I'm just not sure. All right, guys, it is yet another day in beautiful Cyprus. My flight to Abu Dhabi was canceled because of the war that's going on with Israel and Iran. So my flight got pushed to the next day. So now I have an extra day, one more day in Cyprus. I've been here like a week and a half. I think this
this is like day number 10 or 11. I'm losing track of my days, you guys. But right now I've moved over to this spot. I think it's called Appia Napa, or Appia Napa. It's all the way in the eastern part of Cyprus. We're still on the southern Cyprus or normal Cyprus side. We're not in North Cyprus, but we're over in this beachy location, and we're gonna go find something called the Secret Bridge. Wow, you guys, look at this. It looks so cute here. They have all these little cute stores. They have little supermarkets, restaurants. I'm so excited to see this beach. I think it's gonna be a really, really fun beach. And there's almost nobody here. It's like almost completely empty. I wonder if these people are tourists or if they're locals. They kind of look like locals to me. But you never know. Maybe they're just from other parts of Europe or something. Wow, look how beautiful it is. This is so nice. I can't wait. All right, you guys, we made it. Here is the beach. And then we're gonna just take a short little walk. And I think the Secret Bridge can be viewed from the top of that little hill over there. Wow, look at how blue this water is. It's so beautiful. You guys, I think I have to agree with the Airbnb host. I think this might be the best part of Cyprus because there's not a lot of people here. You still see tourists in this area over to the east, but you have shopping malls, you have eateries, you have all the food, you still have nice hotels. The beaches are phenomenal here. I think if I were to come back to Cyprus, I might just land in the Larnaca. I still have trouble pronouncing it. I might still land in the same airport, but I would probably just come hang out here because it's so much closer than going all the way to Pathos. Pathos is really nice too, but it's just super, super busy, and this is more chill and laid back. You definitely feel more of the island vibes here, if you will. Okay, I'm at Kawakams. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. It's a chain here in Cyprus, and you guys, I got an olive pie for dinner, and let me tell you guys, these are so good. Like, you know the black olives that you get them in like a glass jar. They mince them up and then they put them in like a little pie with the crusty outer layer. These are so good, you guys. I want to make these at home because I know that I'm not going to ever get them in the United States. Those are like it's like a Greek, pastry that you get here. And then there's something called Freddo coffee that they have here. I wanted to try this. I see it everywhere and I'm not really sure what it is. I'm sure it's espresso shots, but I'm not sure. Ooh, that's good. I think it's just espresso shots with cream. It's kind of like, sometimes they call this a Spanish latte. That's really good, you guys. And you get it without sugar, and it's just, it's cream and espresso shots. Yeah. Ooh, that's really good. So you guys, I thought I was in the clear to take my flight to Abu Dhabi for tomorrow, but it's currently 10:53 p.m. and my flight is canceled with Wizz Airlines. Wizz Airlines is not doing any flights to the Middle East from Europe from, I think it's June. I think they started this June 24th or 25th today. No, it was June 24th. Yeah, because my flight for today was canceled too. So it was June 24th to June 30th. And I'm supposed to be in Pakistan on June 29th. So I had to rebook my ticket and it was $300. I'm hoping that I get my compensation. If you guys don't know, in Europe, if you have a flight coming from Europe, going to Europe, going in and out of Europe, anywhere in Europe, connected to Europe, the European law tells you that you're owed compensation if your flight was canceled or if you were denied boarding. Like if the book is, if the flight is overbooked. Where's that screen? Sorry, the light's so annoying back here. Anyways, basically you get some compensation if you're not able to board. So for my flight, I'm supposed to have 400 euros of compensation, but I don't know if I'm actually going to receive it or not. And they also maybe pay for extra nights and extra days of a rental car. So they should compensate something for that, but I have no idea if they're actually going to do it or not. So I am going to stay up all night long. I have a flight at 8 a.m. So I'm going to be at the airport at 6 a.m. and I'm about an hour away from the airport and it's currently 11 p.m. So I'm just going to stay up all night long. I got some beef gyro. This is so good, you guys. They actually sell
pork gyro. I've never seen that. Obviously, everybody thinks that this is a Middle Eastern food, but it's also a Greek and Cypriot food. So I'm eating my gyro, and yeah, I'm basically just waiting. So this is going to be the end of my trip to Cyprus, and hopefully I get to Pakistan. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm crossing my fingers I can get over to Pakistan and Afghanistan after that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.